Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. So I want you to understand that it's extremely outrageous to change my voice to make it so it sounds gay. It's extremely outrageous to gay wash my videos. In a secular nation, you have the option to be gay, right? You have the option to act like a typical gay person. That's an option you have. That's the option that the government of America, for example, has given you. But you don't have the moral right or the constitutional right or the stated argument of the law, the legal right to covertly edit my videos and to infringe on my freedom of speech and my freedom of expression, especially my religious expression. That is sick. And when the gay community refuses to get together to correct this, to secure me compensation, to own up for what they've done, that's a character flaw. A character flaw. Again, a character flaw in the group. Okay? Respect is earned. And you've shown me nothing but disrespect as a community. There isn't a single individual that I can point to who's gay, who rallied to me, who told the truth about this and tried to secure me justice. But many of you come around here physically around me and harass me with whites, Jews, and token minorities. Okay? So you need to understand that before you make any call on anything. And again, I only answer to God. But before you start complaining that I'm saying this, that, or the other thing, you need to understand what's going on. You need to understand the facts, the bigger picture. You need to understand moral law and constitutional law. The moral law is the law of God. It's above the Constitution. And if you're not religious, if you don't know that, you're just a horrible person. That's like somebody who goes to a nation where having sex with children is legal, if such a place exists, and they say, well, it's not the law there. So if you don't respect the moral law that says that's wrong, you're a piece of shit. Pretty straightforward, right? Okay. So it is against my religion to be gay. It is against my religion to consciously and purposely seem gay. That's something I will never do, except for making an example of someone, right, and how they speak or something. That's about it. So if you were to go to a professional meeting, okay, where there was gay people there as well who were trying to be professional, and you were to act like somebody who's at a gay parade, okay, they would say, hey, what the heck are you doing? They wouldn't say, well, it's okay, he's gay. They'd say, what the hell are you doing? Why are you acting like an idiot? No offense to people at a gay parade. I'm not trying to gay bash. I'm trying to clarify so we can settle this matter and end this harassment, this cancel culture-like activity that's taking place here. Okay, because you're trying to cancel Jesus, the idea that Jesus is superimposed on in the Bible. I'm not Christian, Muslim, and Jew because how these things are defined. I believe that there's a hidden message in their religions that's superimposed on the Royal African Falcon Martial Order, and there's a great many religions like that. In fact, in a sense, all of them. Because the truth is you don't cheat the most righteous person. You don't deny the moral, spiritual, romantic, and mental greatness of the top martial arts ever possible. That's called truth. So if religion is trying to rejoin the source of life, right, you need that truth. In fact, the word legion is like the word religion for a reason. And spirit, and to spear something. Okay? And who carried a spear and what kinds of people carried a spear, what were their beliefs, what have you. Pretty straightforward. In fact, some of the oldest religious artifacts, if I'm not mistaken, are spearheads that were found by last I checked, was considered the oldest religious artifact, and it was in Africa. It was a rock that was carved into a python head or something to that effect. Tens of thousands of years ago. And there were spearheads found there, so they were still practicing an ancient religion there, is the logical assumption. That's how much the martial arts, spear, because you don't just pick up a spear and say, okay, let's just stab each other without training. You're going to train. A spear is symbolic of training to use that spear. To hunt, to fish perhaps, spear fishing, to kill people, to outmaneuver them in single combat. And that didn't, people who had any sense at all in the ancient world, in the human timeline, didn't miss that for a moment. If someone could outmaneuver anyone hand-to-hand combat, that person was seen as spiritually powerful. People in religions can't all of a sudden say, no, we got a magic wand now. That's fucking retarded. That is stupid. Okay. So with that being understood, when even serious and hardworking, quite often intelligent in various ways, LGBT professionals, LGBT professionals, don't want gay people who are immoral to mess up what they're doing when they're doing something that is secular, something that was just business. How much more should I be mad when they try to gay wash my videos, when they try to pressure me to be gay, when they catfish me? How angry should I be? My question to the LGBT community, and I mean this in the most respectable way possible that this situation allows for. How am I supposed to feel about it? Why should I not speak on it? Okay, so also keep in mind that in a gay spirit, they're saying, take that. Okay? When they catfish me, what have you. And the LGBT community is either 100% on their side or they're not against them. For example, if you were an Israeli and everybody in America was either pro-Palestinian or they were neutral, what would you think of America? If you were from Palestine and everybody in the UK was either pro-Israeli or neutral, what would you think of the UK? When the most righteous person on the planet is here, and every LGBT person is either pro-LGBT, which is one of the main groups harassing me, okay, pro-LGBT gang stalking harassment, or they're basically neutral by their actions. What should I then think of them? What does that make them when they're persecuting the most righteous person ever for no reason? They didn't just quote-unquote cancel me. They are gang stalking me. They are fuming me with the other groups. They are poisoning me with the other groups. They are harassing me with 23 witnesses on record. If it isn't fair to say it when there's 23 witnesses who've come around or they've watched my videos and they've witnessed different aspects of it, like the slowing down of my videos. People were here, several witnesses to the fumes, a witness to the covert poisoning, okay, where I did an experiment, and they verified that I'm being covertly drugged. Let me tell you how clever this experiment was, how wise I was and I am when I did this experiment. I took several different drinks. One of them, I knew one of them was from a batch of drinks that I knew that they had covertly drugged, and it was sealed and everything. Okay, she opens the drinks on camera, and she's able to identify which soda was drugged. Okay, which was from the batch of sodas that were drugged. And she describes the same symptoms that I had. After that, how many of you would think it's in your head? It's not. 23 witnesses, including that experiment, including witnesses them fuming me. There's no other way to look at this. Even the Santa Clara County Sheriff Department playing stupid in 2011. They said, they didn't notice that the lock was broken. There's chicken wings on the ground when they're right there in front of them. For you to ask my brother, and he was being honest about what happened that day, we got into the scuffle. There was chicken wings in my hands. I was going in my room and I was saying, leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it because I'm in a bad fucking mood. If you grab somebody in a bad mood saying, leave me alone, we'll talk about that later, what happens? He's probably going to scuffle with you or something, right? Pretty straightforward. Now, there's more to the story than that, but that is a key part of the story. He chose to confront me. He was worried about the things I was saying when I'm upset in my room. Okay. He should have, called the police or something. He chose to grab me and confront me. Could have left the house and called me on the phone. He chose to grab me, push me through the fucking thing, break my lock. My older brother weighing like 30, 40, 50 more pounds than me, and the scuffle began. It doesn't take a fucking genius to see that I'm in the right here. And when you're in the wrong, as an individual, what does that say about you? When you're in the wrong as a group, what does that say about your group? When I've proven definitively that I'm the most righteous person ever possible, and your group refuses to correct their mistake, should you be a part of that group? Or should you stop at nothing to separate yourself from that group? They're persecuting the most righteous person that ever fucking lived without batting a fucking eye. And not a single one of them will rally to me and stand with me. That is the heart of that group. That is the sex of that group. That is the reproductive cycle of that group. I rest my case. Okay, so again, no offense to anyone. If LGBT people want to rally to me and expose what's going on here and help me get justice, keep in mind I've proven the most righteous person ever possible. We can explore that in the comments. It has to do with focus, moral intensity, as conveyed through martial arts and the overwhelmingly logical and sound conclusion in regards to that. Okay, the sun is hotter than, your engine or something, right? And so it is when you're more intensely righteous, you're more righteous than someone who's not intensely righteous, and that has to do with the martial art argument and how I've proven that, to be righteous, you have to be precise, right? It's like shooting a bullet versus just taking that gunpowder out and just lighting it up on the ground and it just fizzles and for no reason. So you have to have that direction, that moral will, that moral fortitude, that moral clarity to go beyond other people in regards to righteousness. So if they want to rally to me, what needs to happen is an attractive female needs to be the main person I deal with, because people are trying to make it so I seem gay. They're trying to turn me out and trying to make it so that I turn that, and so on and so forth. And so I need the suitable helper, and it shouldn't be very hard to find, because I've proven with my legal and peaceful martial art challenge that I'm the top martial artist ever possible. I'm the son of 2 doctors, 1 a brain surgeon, okay? And there's people out there who are drug addicts who have attractive women, wife beaters. There's all kinds of unsavory rich people with attractive females, people from various cultures of criminals and narcissists have attractive females. There's females who typically in popular culture say, why can't I ever find a good guy? Okay, so when I've proven that I'm logically the most righteous guy ever, and you have your network and so on, it shouldn't be very hard for you to find females who are willing to come to me and talk with me and about that and see where that goes to be. And so if you can't find a girlfriend for me, okay, then at least somebody who's willing to be the main go-to person and always there in my videos and always clarifying with me that I'm not gay. Thank you.